For the majority, 70, 80%, and possibly higher, right? Your child is receiving some sort of part-time Islamic education. In a madrasa, in the local masjid, at home, in a weekend Islamic supplementary school, and so on, right? My advice, get your child into a good madrasa. Alright? What is a good madrasa? This is a very, very important question, brothers and sisters. Right? A good madrasa is one where children are happy being Muslim and studying Islam. Happy is the critical ingredient. Where children are happy being Muslim and studying Islam. Usually that requires teachers who inspire that happiness in them. Right? Now, if you walk into your child's madrasa and every single day, day in, day out, you meet teachers, maulanas, ustads, right, who are sullen-faced and grumpy-faced, who can't be bothered to smile at your children, you need to take your children out of that madrasa. Because there is no way your child is happy there. Because all they're seeing is grumpy faces. They've not seen a smile for like days on end, for weeks on end. For whatever reason, whatever the problem is. If you feel like it, challenge it. If you feel like it, challenge it. If not, if you feel you can't challenge it, get them out. Remember, it's not about how many khatams of the Quran they've done. It's not about how much Quran they've memorized. It's not about how many nasheeds they know. It's not about any of that. It's about how happy they are being a Muslim and studying Islam. Being a Muslim in that environment and studying in that Islam in that environment has to make them happy. If not, your child will subconsciously compare their madrasa education to school. And if school inspires happiness and madrasa inspires unhappiness, that comparison can be deadly. For the future, that comparison can be absolutely deadly. Can be like poison. Because for them, some people grow out of that. They're able to rationalize it. But believe you me, I have met young people in their late teens and in their early 20s who are struggling with their faith, and at the root of it is that experience. At the root of it is that experience. Always ask after them, what did they do in madrasa? Check that they are happy. That's the most important thing. Honestly, if your child hasn't learnt much by the age of 7 or 8, it really doesn't matter that much. Because they will catch up later. As they grow older, they will catch up. Alright? But that happiness, that unhappiness, they will remember. Okay? So always ask after them, check that they're happy. And and like I said, do not tolerate those moody and particularly those aggressive teachers. If your children's teachers are constantly shouting at them, something is wrong. You need to go and fix it. And you're responsible if you know that's happening. If it's your younger brother, nephew, son, daughter, and they're studying under teachers who are constantly shouting at them, all right? There is a problem, and you've got to sort that out, because they can't be happy in that situation. And if you're doing that at home to them, then there's something wrong with you as well. And just because you're doing it at home doesn't mean it should be happening in madrasa. And finally, make sure that you're not that parent. Make sure, and the time is running out, maybe I'll do another khutbah on some of the other things I want to say. Make sure that you are not that parent. Wallahi, just remember this. Make sure you are not that parent who gives your children the impression that school is more important than madrasa. Don't be that parent. That is the same as the impact that happiness in school and unhappiness in madrasa has. Right? You will be undoing your own child's future if you have that impression. They are both equally important. And if there is going to be a difference in emphasis, then let madrasa education be more important than school education. In school, inshallah, if you emphasize madrasa education, they'll do well in school anyway. And it's especially if they're in a good madrasa. Okay? Inshallah ta'ala. We have madrasas of our own as part of the Ibrahim College family. The Rashidun madrasas, inshallah. There's about 5 or 7 of them now. Check them out. Check out other good madrasas. But don't sleepwalk your way into some masjid and say, oh, I want your child I want my child to be enrolled here, and I just need the bones and you can have everything else. Alright? come out of these types of ideas, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.